Hi, I'm Aidan. I hear we have an awesome AI demo ready for the audience today. Spill the beans.
Definitely, Aiden. So today, what we're working on is actually an AI that mimics the communication style of anyone using it. So say that you're trying to write an email. Normally, you just start typing "hello name," but instead with this, you'd be able to just share with the AI the different types of messages that you want to say, and from there, it'll draft up an entire message in your tone and style.
Wow, that's incredible. So it's like having a personal writing assistant that knows your voice, even if it's just for emails. That's super cool.
All right, well, that's enough of talking with Aiden, but in this video, that's what I'm going to be showing you exactly how to use this communications GPT to emulate your writing tone and style so that you can draft up messages in 1/10 of the time that sound almost exactly like you. Here we go. This is my comms GPT and it writes communications for me. Each person's communication GPT will be different based on their needs and their typical messages, but oftentimes what I'm doing is writing emails or drafting DMs. So the best way to use this is on your phone. Now the dictation mode is exceptional here. So what you can do is navigate to the MyComms GPT here and say, I want to write a message to Ben. It's been a really long time since we last talked and I want to hear about how FinCast is doing. I also may be visiting Georgia in a few weeks, so I want to see if he's around to catch up. So dictation mode, this is really quick, translates into text here, and then you can send it and you can put a lot of text in here, but what it turns it into is this really nice message. So very easy. Hey Ben, it's been too long. Thought I'd check in and hear how things have been going with you at FinCast. I'd love to catch up with everything you've been up to. You've had some impressive wins lately, and I'm curious to hear what's next. Also, I might be in Georgia in a few weeks. If you're around, it'd be great to grab a coffee and catch up in person. Let me know if you're free, and we'll make it happen. So this is exactly how I sound. I would send this message myself. Now that you see how it works in practice, I'm going to show you exactly what goes on in the backend and how you can build something like this for yourself. Also, if you want me to help you build something like this, right now, very limited time offer, but I can build you this awesome thing that can save you hours each week just by streamlining your communication style. So if that's interesting, make sure to reach out. But now let's just go into the back end of this GPT and see exactly how it works. All right, so here we are in the back end of Communications GPT. Here's the general prompt. So instructions, you're an expert assistant tasked with crafting messages. And the reason this works is because there's a pretty extensive knowledge base of my past messages. First, we had to define what sort of messages we were creating. So in this case, a lot of email messages that I write, communications in a professional style, and then DMs in a way to connect with people. So you're gonna analyze the input. First, it's looking for a drafted message or raw ideas. It's going to analyze it into key points, figure out the details and the persuasive elements, and then it's going to mirror my own tone, and then it's going to write the messages that I would. So by providing LLMs with step-by-step guidance on how they should chain their prompting, you're able to get a much better output. And then finally here, you're going to fine-tune the phrasing so the final version reflects my personality, professionalism, and exact emphasis that I would be placing. Now, the way that I got this section was I took a lot of the messages that I entered into the knowledge base and I asked Claude, this LLM, to analyze it and give me a description of the writing style that I typically use. So in this case, it's saying your writing style combines professionalism with warmth, maintaining a polite yet approachable tone through your business communications. So it gives a very accurate description of how I tend to write or how I'd like to be writing. And then from there, add that into the prompt. Finally, reference the knowledge base examples and then do not use these aspects that sound particularly AI. And oftentimes too, there are negative words that you want to insert into an LLM to say, don't use these words, they sound too AI. For instance, delve is a big one, or I hope this finds you well for emails. All of those things are big AI triggers, so you want to compile a list yourself of the types of terms that AI shouldn't use and make sure to feed that into prompts if you're trying to emulate writing style. All right. Now moving on, these are the various styles. So this was just a collection of emails that I put together, and this was a collection of DMs. Let's see if I still have access to it. There we go. Coltrane's DM style. So I actually don't really send a lot of DMs, so I asked Claude to draft up DMs based on some of my messaging styles already. I also asked ChatGPT to take some of our previous conversations and find the best snippets. And from there, I ran that all through a prompt, and this was generally how my tone would probably sound for DMs if I sent them more often. But hey, your stories about hobby interests keep showing up on my feed, and they're honestly the best part of my scroll. Had to reach out. Love how you're doing this. Do you share a tip somewhere? And the thing about DMs too is that you generally want people to reply, so you should always end with a question or anything that provides value just to get to them to engage. I'm working with a really cool business owner who does send a lot of DMs, and the reason why I had this idea to implement it for my own style was because for her use cases, I'm trying to see what the best way to structure these DMs are and to actually make this GPT so it's easy to use. I also took the time to break it into 3 different sections, so if you can really clearly define your use case and the person you're reaching out to, you can make your messages much more tailored to your tone as well as persuasive in the way of getting the outcome that you're looking for. All right, and now for email style, this was a little bit different. What I did was take a bunch of emails that I had written in the past and run it through an LLM too, breaking it into a type of template that could be used that would take my tone and style and just put them together in a helpful way. And that's that. This isn't too difficult to build, and I really challenge you to build something like this yourself. If you wanted to use this without ChatGPT Premium, what you could do is take all of these aspects of the prompt, and here, this is just normal ChatGPT, right? So you'd write that, and then you just take all of these as an example. Example DM. And the great thing is the context window of ChatGPT and Claude and Gemini are so large now that you can just insert a ton of text and they'd still be able to kind of keep up and give you the output that you're looking for. What a custom GPT is anyway is the prompt as well as the knowledge base examples all appended with each other with your prompt. So this is pretty much the exact same thing a custom GPT is. It's just a little bit more time intensive to do, but I'm going to show you a shortcut in a second on how we can use this more effectively. So let's see, email example. Okay, cool. So there we go. Now let's say I want to write an outreach email. Cool. Okay, so very rough prompt. Let's see how it goes. Oh wow, I already filled out. Exploring AI automation solutions for scaling success. Congrats on being named one of the top 50 agencies. Impressive work. I'm sure that achievement speaks volumes about your team's dedication. Culturing. I work with businesses to integrate AI automation. Here's what we could do. So this is a pretty good outreach email. It doesn't sound AI, which is great because imagine, let's see, say I was writing it in a different context here and submit it. It would not sound anywhere close to as good. So this is like the typical AI response. I think this used the previous context window, so it sounds like what we were doing before, but this is the general AI email that you'd see. I hope this message finds you well. A significant achievement and a testament to your hard work. That's a little bit AI. So this one sounds a lot more AI than this one, which is tailored based on our chat history. But in this case, this is a pretty solid message. It could use a little bit of tailoring because I didn't really build this tool for email outreach. I'm mainly doing it for email responses. And what you can do is copy and paste an entire email chain to give it the context so that you can actually get more accurate replies. But this is a really great way to just get everything on page. And now I at least have a starting point to begin working on and refining. Finally, I promised you a way to use this even without ChatGPT Premium, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. What you can use is this extension called one-click copy. Now what it is you're able to copy a large section of text and just paste it in there. And whenever you click it, you're able to paste like that. So you can take the entire prompt, even if you don't have ChatGPT Premium, and just ask it what you want to do. And then with one-click copy, if I pinned it to my taskbar, it would be really just one click to copy it. Write a DM to Tom saying what's up. I think his dog is cute. There you go. Yo, Tom, what's up? Just had to say your dog is ridiculously cute. Keep the pics coming. That's exactly what I would write if I were trying to reach out to hypothetical Tom with the cute dog. So As you can see, this might be a really cool way to streamline your communications, at least get something down on the page. If you have more intricate messages, the best way to do it, as mentioned before, is by using phone dictation. You can talk into ChatGPT, maybe even for a minute or two, just everything that's in your mind, and it'll condense it into a really helpful and usable type of communication that is ready to send. So again, there are aspects that you might need to tailor your communication style, you might need to get better examples, but for the most part, this is a great way just to get started using AI in your everyday workflow and begin saving a ton of time right off the bat. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. I know it ran a little bit long, but thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.